think we're going live right now. Welcome, my beautiful people. Thank you for tuning in. I'm just gonna set up this live and everything that it involves, and then we're gonna jump into the pick a card reading for everyone, for the collective, and afterwards, I'm available for some personal readings. For the people who feel guided to get one, you're more than welcome. All the information is in the description box as always, but if you're here for the first time, then you know. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the chat. I'm just going to wait for people to come in. All right. Let me just see if the sound is working. Test 1, 2. Yes, it is working. Okay, great. All right. Hi, Cobus. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for showing up. How are you doing? I hope you've been doing good. Gertie is here as well. Hi, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody is having like a good Saturday so far. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna start preparing this collective pick a card reading. Let's just see what we're getting for tonight. I'm curious because this is such a dual energy at the moment. It's either like completely on the left side or completely on the right side. So let's just see what it brings. Oh, all right. All right. So yes, definitely. When you're making a switch like that, everything seems to like take 10 like maybe even 50% more of your energy, you know, because you have to like learn things and sort of for things to become your second nature. And then, you know, a couple months from now, you're probably going to think back and, you know, you know, it's just, you do those things automatically. But congratulations on your brand new job. What is it, or if you want to share, like what type of job are you into right now? What type of field, maybe? Did you really switch like completely like to something different, or is something similar you used to do? Welcome for the new people who are coming in. I'm preparing a pick a card reading right now as we switched. Sorry, as we as I'm shuffling, the comment came in on the screen. Getting ready for the pick a card reading. That's for everybody, for the entire collective energy. So just tune in, see, you know, which one is drawing your attention. Just tune in. Maybe you have a question. Maybe you're just open for whatever information, you know, that wants to flow through you, to you, and through me to you. Yeah, just go with the flow. If you end up with two, totally fine. If you feel like all three of them might have a message, just take what resonates, leave the rest to the other people. And I'm just gonna quickly read this message. Switch from IT to oh, all right. Oh, yes. Well, that definitely sounds like a switch. Something similar, but something, you know, more advanced, I guess. But congratulations. I love that. There's so much changes happening in the automotive industry, as we might say. Definitely. Oh, Jamie is here. Hi, Jamie. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you've been doing well. Let me see. I haven't touched this deck in forever. I think minimum like 6 months. And I opened up my drawer to like select the decks for this reading, and that one was like, I want to come out. So I'm gonna use it for this reading, but also for the personal readings after I finish the collective. If some of you want a personal reading, I'm open for it tonight. So the information is in the description box as always. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. I'm really excited about these new switches happening. Oh, here we go. We're coming out of the Eight of Swords energy. We're not allowing to hold our fear, like let the fears hold us back, but it's like, okay, then we're just gonna have to do it scared. Oh, thank you, Jamie. I'm gonna put you on the list. I'll check in with PayPal in a little bit. All right. Yes. You see how much potential you have with this Eight of Swords energy. Like all this potential, and we just allow it, ourselves to like hold ourselves back. But identifying what is it that, what it is, basically what is holding us back. That's like the biggest step. That is the biggest step. The identification. What's a quality within you that sometimes dominates all the, possibilities and all the beautiful qualities that you have. Earlier on, I heard it was 2 years. No, it was maybe it's connected to like 2 years ago, but it was like around 2 hours ago. I kept hearing, "What keeps you from flying? What keeps you from flying? What is it that keeps you from spreading those wings and flying?" Meaning you have those wings, meaning you have the ability to fly, but what is it that is keeping you from flying? That's what I heard. So I'm just giving that as a side note. Oh, it's right there. Okay, it's right there. I have that one, and this deck, okay. You already know. If you know, you know. The lack of Rabu, yes, well, that definitely is one of those things. There we go, nice flip. This deck. Okay. So, I think this is it for now. I may actually end up picking up another tarot deck just to clarify while I'm, in the middle of the readings, but we'll see. We'll see if it's needed or not. All right, so take your time with choosing your message, the first deck, the second, and the third. I'm just giving you guys a moment. If you need longer, you need more time, you can always pause the reading, whether you watch this while we're live or after it's uploaded. That's totally okay. Just take your time. And just quickly tune. All right, Jamie, you are on the list, so you'll be the first reading I'll do after I finish the collective pick a card reading. Just quickly letting you know. If you also want to get on the list in like the good way for a personal, the information is in the description box. All right, let's get started. Let's do this. Okay, so first deck. Let me clear some space up. Okay. Love this. So you guys have the Servant Queen. You are worthy of beautiful things. You are worthy of beautiful things. And with that came the Queen of Swords. So there is definitely a strong message when it comes to that hiding in there, because this Queen energy is quite active. It's like you're getting into your Queen era. Doesn't mean if you're, doesn't matter what gender you are. It's the combination of the strength within the feminine energy within you. So there's something you're claiming. Something you're claiming, and I feel like it's a voice because instantly my throat chakra is getting affected, and also the Queen of Swords knows like when to speak up. She knows when to speak up. She's like, oh, now you're pushing a boundary over here. Now you're going a little too far, or this is not what this is not gonna fly with me, But like Okay, so basically you have the Serpent Queen, divine, magnetic, and valuable. You are worthy of beautiful things. You are worthy of beautiful things. And in order to actually have these boundaries, right, and to speak your truth and to actually, protect those, you got to feel worthy of protecting your boundaries. You got to feel strengthened in that. And that's something that I'm feeling with this energy instantly. Like you guys are valuing your energy differently. You're valuing the value you bring to people's lives, the energy that you spend. And when we become more aware of like how many energy leaks we have in our lives, and how little amount of energy we have left to actually work on things that make us happy, things that build a future and security for ourselves. And I feel like becoming very aware of that and working with like your highest selves on that as well. Your spiritual team is like really active in this reading just as much. You also have the Holy Spirit that's coming through, which I love. It's one of my favorite cards. And she says, expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally, and Spirit has your back. Beautiful. So basically, miracles will occur naturally, and Spirit has your back. Like I said, you're working together. You're working from a different energy. You come from a different energy source, and that will actually strengthen you. Feel like you can finally speak up about things that maybe you always felt hold back in. Like, I want to say something, but I don't know if I should, whether it's at work or it's in your relationship or it's, with your children as well. Because I do feel, a child's love comes through as well. And I feel like a little bit of tough love here and there never hurt nobody. I said a little, just, the boundaries basically. But there's also something so beautiful about this connection between your own inner child, because I feel that connection once again, because there's multiple energy sources that you're drawing from. You're definitely are like coming from your higher self, and you are valuing yourself from in a different light. And so your spirit guides and things like that, like those energy sources you like picking up on. But also when it comes to like your inner child, you're almost like caring for your inner child, and also for the dreams and the goals that your inner child or in your childhood you may have had. And those are still part of you. Of course, when we grow older or we grow up, I guess, and we go through life and its tribulations and all of that, we sometimes it goes all the way in the back, but doesn't mean like that it goes anywhere, right? And I feel like integrating a little bit more of like I always wanted this, and I've kind of just let myself get carried away by life for the last 12 years, and I just want to get back there, or I just want to make a new jump, or I just want to take a new leap of faith. And there's this beautiful balance between like the spiritual energy and like manifesting and like being conscious about your energy, but then also really like strongly on the other side, it's very practical just as much. It's very like, analytically, I thought about it, I went over it, I wrote down the whys, the hows, the whens. It's like it kind of is, it's a beautiful way of like, flowing together. I do want to pick up another deck just to get a little bit more clarification, see where they want me to take this. It's also with this first deck, just to be conscious about moving your body, like moving your body, like be like work on your flexibility or things like that. Just because I'm feeling a little bit of a stiff neck, almost like a stiffness around the shoulders, the neck, and then the crown chakra, which is like there's like this stiffness around it. So, like I said, movement will be beneficial. Okay, let's see, what can I get a clarification? Like anything else you want me to pick up on for this deck? Justice, yes. That's more clarification, because I said in the beginning it's like it's very just. It's very like, you know, in the right way. So there is this balance with you guys, and you're being backed by the universe. Like you're not being punished for speaking your mind, and you know, all the reasons that may have hold you back from actually doing that and having healthy boundaries and stepping up for yourself, and you know, coming from a place of like, no, but I want things to be fair, you know. That's very powerful. I love that. One more card for group number 1. There we go. It's the harmony. I love this. This is where you're going towards emotional, financial, physical, you know, fulfillment, and balance between all of those. Doesn't only have to be spiritual, but it really doesn't. You know, life doesn't become more fun when we're only really practical. It's like it draws, you know, out the magic, you know, it can have. So have faith, combine it with walking by sight and walking by faith, and just also really like your inner compass. Just combine it, and I think that you will figure it out. You will definitely figure it out where you're going with this, and just from a place of like I'm worthy of this. Like what's the word? I deserve this. You feel more deserving of unconditional love and support and winning and success and healing and balance and harmony in your life. So I love that. I love that. All right, that was deck number 1. Hope there was a message in there for you guys. Also, when you know, for the people who still will find this reading after it's uploaded already. All right, let me see. I apparently feel the need to instantly clean things out. So I'm just going with that. I'm instantly just cleaning it out. That's maybe a message. Maybe start there. Spring cleaning might activate something for you guys. All right. Group number 2. Welcome to the new people, by the way. If you guys could hit the like button on this live, like it might actually get sent out to more people that can find the message. No pressure, just saying. All right, let's have a look at deck number 2. I'm just tuning in for just a moment before I open up the cards and they start talking. I'm seeing this movement of like almost like a magic wand. I'm hearing like the magic wand. I don't know what that means. It's just the arm that just, you know, it's almost like I'm hearing bippity boppity boop. Like you're poo, like you're changing things around. Taking like transforming. I feel like it is about the transformation. It's about that energy that I'm feeling. Okay, so let's see what else coming through. You have Master Jesus. Well, there. Very strong, powerful card to start off with, deck number 2. You have support. Beautiful. You have the Hierophant, and then you have harmony, ease, inner child, and softness. Inner child and softness. So, I love this energy. Very strong. That's probably why I felt the magic wand with this deck, because it's very like spiritual. It's not only, you know, yes, there is a hint of religion in there, but it's not necessarily that we're only leaning on that fact. It's about what religion can do. Religion, if it, for a lot of people, it's a source of strength, it's a source of having faith, it's a source of, staying positive and feeling like you're not walking and going through things by yourself, feeling like supported, feeling like guided. And that can come by connecting to your higher self, to the universe, to a specific religion, of course. But overall it kind of has like the same energy of like, yes, when I'm looking at the 3D and I'm looking at this situation, it's tough, or it comes with these challenges and all of that. But if I look at it from a higher perspective, I can see how this is growing me in all the right places, how I'm actually, little good things here and there and little help is sent it to me here and there, meaning that you feel like supportive on this journey. So that is something that I'm feeling. You are, you know looking at things on this pathway of healing, because there are a couple of things in your life that you are finally, transforming into something that is beneficial for you, instead of something that is taking your power away. It's like transforming it into it being more empowering for you. So you are on a path of light, is what I'm getting with this. You are on a path of light, love, and forgiveness. And they also say that father healing is possible at this time. So that's a side message. It also came with support. So that's why I'm feeling like, there's this support upon this journey, on this, in this, transforming time in your life. And it says people come into your life for many different reasons. Some you learn from and then they move on, while others return often because you need to learn more from those individuals. Others remain beside you throughout your entire life. Like, really, like I said, in a lot of times, if we, for example, look at romantic relationships or jobs that we may have felt like, in the end, we may have stayed in too long. We feel like we've wasted our time, or you've invested, I don't know, some people are in a relationship or in a marriage for 20 years, and then they decide, it's time to move forward. And then they look at those 20 years feeling like, almost like a sense of regret, like I've lost 20 years of my life for this, and it didn't end up in like the happily ever after. But it's like, it's okay that it's temporary. People stay in our lives as long as we are both able to like grow and learn things. And yes, if you look at it 3D, there's 120 reasons and 90 red flags. But it's also like what you're learning and the development and embracing that. You can't change those 20 years. You can get them back. You can change what happened, but how we feel about it, and how we, instead of it taking our power away, we can, change the way we feel towards it, and how much power we still gain from it moving forward. So that is something that I'm seeing like you guys have might be, you know, dipping and dabbing into when it comes to your personal journey. The Hierophant is here, so it's a commitment to this journey. I feel like there's commitment. You're committed to getting to a new space. You're committed to transforming a certain area or multiple areas of your life. So that commitment is right there, and that's why you will definitely get there. And I feel like you have these growth spurts, you have these epiphanies and these moments, and it kind of just is like a domino effect. And it's like, so there's these really like moments where things just move really quickly. You see how it just turned around, like the tables turn, okay? Real quick. All right. It says, may sweet and soft things find you. May sweet and soft things find you. I'm also hearing like, try and find something that you can approach from your inner child energy. So something that sparks that energy within you. A lot of times it is about learning new things. It can spark this childlike energy, because children, they just kind of go wherever they feel drawn towards. So that's an energy I'm sensing as well. I'm gonna pick up tarot deck. Let's just, A jumper. You see, you're doing the work. You're committed. You're making headway. Definitely, you're on the right track. Deck number 2. Well, you soon will be. You soon will start to feel guided because it's very guided. You know. Love that. Love that. Know that you add something valuable. Deck number 2. You really, really bring something valuable to the table. Don't forget that. Yep. 5 of Swords. Together with the 2 of Wands. You're not talking yourself out of it anymore. Like I said, you're releasing a way of viewing things. And it's that way of... I feel like it's been a little bit of a loop, you know? But you're freeing yourself from having a situation from a situation that hold a lot of power over you. And it's not only by, you know, completely disconnecting from it. It's okay to still love somebody that maybe even hurt you, but we can love them from a distance. And we can be thankful for the time we did spend. Be thankful for the positive things and things that we did learn from it, and also for the growth that it instilled within us. And that's now what we know we don't want anymore. So thank you for that lesson. You know, and it just takes away the entire weight of the 5 of Swords it can have on our mind and the way we think about it and this loop that we go into. It's like now all of a sudden it's like this whole world of possibilities. So like I said, you're doing the work. Really proud of you guys. Definitely. All right. That was those were the messages, sorry, for deck number 2. I hope that was helpful, guys. I hope that was helpful. Okay, let me see. All right, we still have 1 to go. Let me just quickly check the chat. John is here as well. Welcome. Thank you. I'm glad that you were able to tune in then. I did feel the pull. So yes, definitely. Well, it's sometimes good to take one and to see if you can actually make it happen, you know. And definitely Cobus. Children do go. Some children, not all children. Some kids don't even really like candy. They just, they're more down with the with different type of foods, Like they like cookies or they like salty things. But a lot of kids do. I guess we, in some way, shape, or form, always trying to find a little bit of that in our lives still. It's what is special. It's what's not easily accessible that makes it special, right? And sometimes that's the thing that we miss the most in our adult life, that nothing really makes you feel that way. It's not easy to really feel that same way. Like certain things used to feel really, really special and not easily accessible. Like, for example, as the world changed, now we have, for example, Spotify, and you can just go on there and you can just listen to all the songs, whatever you want. And back in the days, you had to wait a really long time for a CD to come out, and then you wait went to the store and you got it, and then you can go home and listen to it, and it was just all so special. You had to wait really long. It was a big deal. It wasn't easily accessible. And now with the internet and everything, and the streaming services, it's so much easier to access all of that. And of course, it's also a beautiful thing, and especially for independent artists, it's great. But sometimes you do miss a little bit of those things, Well, I don't know how old you are, but that's basically my youth. Or when you walk around with a Discman, and then if you jump, you know, you step too hard or whatever, it started like flipping on you. Shockproof my ass. It was a lie. Okay. Anyways, that's it. Used to like put CDs on little cassette tapes basically to put it in my Walkman. Those were the days. Yes. You know, back in the days, I was totally fine with like waiting 10 minutes for my email to open, you know? I was totally fine with waiting 10 minutes for that to happen. Now I really will not. I would check the connection 6 times before I wait 10 minutes for an email to open. That's for damn sure. All right. Oh, Ravender. Hi, girl. How you doing? Nice to see you. I had a dream. Someone handed me a. Oh, wow. That's so fascinating, John. Did it feel familiar to you? Like, did the vision basically felt familiar to you? Oh, sorry, you already sent me. Passed away. Wow. I guess maybe, you know, in some way, shape, or form, when it comes to like, you know, you can look at it in that way, like having a hard time maybe accepting help, you know? Yeah. Like it's a subconscious thing. Yeah. Just becoming aware of that. It's like, that's what certain dreams is super fascinating. I'm sorry, I'm like in the middle of the pick a card reading, so I'm definitely going to tune into like the last group right now. Oh yeah, let me see. Oh yes, I do see it right now, Jamie. Thank you for sending me that question, and I'm going to finish up this last one, the number 3 of the reading for group number 3, and then I'm gonna get to your reading, Jamie. Yes. Well, that's good. That is really good. And there's certain dreams that energetically stay with you. Sometimes for like the entire day, like you can just tune into that energy, how you felt in that dream. It lingers, you know. But some dreams stay with you like a couple days. Like it takes a while, you know, to settle in. Yes. All right. Let's jump into the last group. For people who just tuned in, we are in the middle of a pit card reading. This is the last group. You can scroll back, I think, you know, to the beginning where you can, you know, join the entire pit card reading. But you can also just stay here and just watch after it uploaded. And if you would like a personal reading, I think there's still some space on my list. So the information for that is in the description box. All right, group number 3, let's begin. I'm going to tune it for 1 second. Because I'm sensing like some nerves, but it's more of like an excitement, you know. Sometimes we can like feel that a little bit, so it's like a feeling in the stomach a little bit. That's something I'm getting, but it is about, it's not necessarily extreme anxiousness, it's just like more of like in an exciting way, but then still a little bit nervous, but not like paralyzing anxiety. That's not necessarily what I'm picking up on. Oh, hi Neelam. Thank you so much for tuning in as well. I hope you're doing okay. Thank you for being here. And, work comes first. So, of course, I'm going to tune in. All right, I'm going to begin now. Odin, psychic insight. Okay, so that might be that feeling, like I said, like that gut feeling. It says your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. Yeah, you will feel when it's right. You will feel when it's right. Comes together with the wheel of fortune. Beautiful. Speaking of tables turning, yin and yang energy. This is a very spiritual energy right now. It's like a development, yes, and of course, ancestral wisdom comes true. It says unity, balanced energy, and manifestation. It says I am in divine flow and move in alignment. So the aligning of those energies are like really important to feel balanced, to feel harmonious within yourself, to feel at peace. There's a lot happening here. There's a lot happening. This is like getting like a lot of numbers that you constantly like pop up and see, and then you have like, for example, like John just shared, like dreaming and like dreams and messages and codes, and you might have some epiphanies, or you may have like a certain message that keep popping up, of a certain word that keeps popping up. It's like, yes, like you're in that, basically, I don't want to call it a bubble. It's more like a tunnel. Like it's you're on your way, you're moving towards like the other side of things, and it's a transition period of getting in alignment and into movement towards that space. But it's I'm getting a little bit of a chaotic energy, but at the same time it's also exciting, because like I said, before I picked up like the cards, I felt like this energy of like, oh, it's scary, but it's also exciting. I'm like, I don't know, like I just, these things just happening, and I feel connected, but I also feel really like, a little bit overwhelmed. But it's, you see how I'm like a little bit, my energies like start rising up as well. You have a message from your ancestors, so you're definitely are tapping into that energy and to that wisdom, basically, that is within you. It's just, it's within you, and you're tuning into that. It says, we are your ancestors and we love you. We walked the earth many years before you did. We ask you at this point in time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. So you are definitely in alignment in a way. You have number 2 as well, which is also like a really like a master number. So I'm going to clarify a little bit. This deck, can use a little bit more depth to it. Let's see. Thank you for tuning in, Cobus. Sweet dreams. Have a good night of sleep. Get your rest. And I hope that you will have a lovely Sunday morning tomorrow. It's different time zones over here. Totally get it. All right, let's see. Number 3. I like it. I like it. It's the 8 of Swords energy again. 8 of Pentacles. Again. We went from, I would like to, I, would love that, but I can't do that. But like, it's not for me. Like, I'm not lucky like that. Or I just, like, I don't even know where to begin with that. You go from that to like, what, I'm going to start somewhere, because I have inspiration and I have the motivation, and I do know how to do this, and I also know how to do that. And yeah, I am maybe like, I'm a quick learner as well. So maybe I can like use that to like make this thing happen. That's a little bit the inner conversation that's changing within you guys. So I do really love to see that you went from feeling held back by something and overcoming that energy, because you almost feel like there's this energetic shift with the Wheel of Fortune that is shifting within you, and they're also letting you know your third eye is open. So when you have those creative ideas, it's not just only like, you know, you came up with it. It's like, no, it's almost like a download. It's almost like there's this idea, you know, in the ethers, you tune in, you pick up on it, you get inspired by it, and you actually execute it. It came to you. Dream, the inspiration and the motivation, it came to you. It found you. And that's a different energy that we think that, well, I should be here because I'm this age, or I should do that because, you know, of this, or, you know, went to college, so I have like, you know, this thing and I need to pay it off, but I don't even know where to begin. And it's like taking a deep breath. Just take a moment, allow things to come to you. That inspiration is coming to you, and you will be very excited about it. Because, like I said, I had those little butterfly feeling. Ooh, this one is stinging in my hand. It is the Queen of Wands. Beautiful. Oh, I love this energy. You know, you don't always have to have everything together. It doesn't have to look perfect. You don't have to be perfect, because perfect is really hard to relate to. Okay? Really hard, easy to hate on, really hard to relate to. It's about how much are you relatable. And trust me, your journey and what you're trying to do is much more relatable than you may think. A lot of people, you know, and you just being honest about it and letting it become a part of your journey, instead of it being the reason that it stops your journey from beginning at all. So the Queen of Wands, she embraces where she came from, where she is now, where she wants to go, but she's not neglecting those sides of herself. She's not afraid to say like, hey, I don't know how to do this, but I'll figure it out, you know, figure it out. Or, hey, do you know how to do this, you know? And be a beginner in something, but a queen and a professional is something else. Keeping that balance going. Love that. Okay, number 3. 6 of Swords. Love that. Because from the 8 to the 6, yes, you understand you don't have to be perfect to begin. Period. It doesn't have to be perfect for it to be, you know, for it to be the beginning of something new, of something else. Understand, you never started 0. You never started 0. You don't. No. Even when you got born into this earth, you never started 0. You already started to get used. Your body already started to get used and grow for 9 months already. You know, if it's just about your physical body. Well, it was already your grandmother. I'm sorry, it's just the truth. Okay? So you never started at 0. You always bring something to the table, whether it's, you know, your ancestral wisdom by itself. It's in your DNA. It's in your bloodstream. Trust in that. Yes, you are an individual, but we never are completely, only solely solo. Because even if you go through a period where you really are a lot alone and you're really leaning on that and you're focusing on yourself, where there's nothing wrong with having a phase like that in life. But then still, you're really being like guided, and you're being supported and surrounded by so much, you know, spiritual help and presence. So, all right, I'm gonna stop because I feel like I'm getting into the preachy mode, which we don't need right now. I love you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Group number 3. I'm gonna move into the personals now. But I have to check. I think I still have some space on my list, but I haven't checked in to people just yet. So let's see how that goes. The information about that is in the description box. All right, let me just check in quickly. If you are not, you know, in the mood to check in for the personals, that's totally okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it a lot. And this reading will be up, so you can like rewatch the pick a card reading if you did miss out as well. It's only you know, it's available. Sending you love and light, and I'm gonna jump into the personals. All right, first one on my list. Let me see. All right, I have Joy, thank you so much, Joy. Put you on the list, and also Ravender. Thank you, Ravender. I'm excited to do readings for you guys. All right. I do think I still have, I think I have some space. Yes. So if you guys want a personal reading, you can do that, right now, and I'll add you guys to the list. All right. Hi, Joy. How are you doing? All right. Just need a moment to switch energetically. I just felt like I just did a reading for you, Joy, but I just really it's kind of already like some time ago, but we did a 2024 reading. Okay. All right, Jamie, I'm gonna tune in for you. You had some questions. Let me see. I just bought a new diamond ring. What message do I need to know about my new ring? I even got the setting custom too. All right. I'm gonna tune in for that. Are you wearing it? Are you wearing it frequently, Jamie, or are you just keeping it safe somewhere? Good to hear, Joy. Good to hear. It's we can just do a little bit of an in-between reading. That's good. All right. Let's pick up this deck because it's still active. All right. Jamie, are you in the chat with me? I'm just quickly double checking because I'm not seeing it come in just yet, but it might be a little bit late. Might be some delay in it. Interesting. All right, just wait for Jamie for just a moment just to see if Jamie is in the chat with us. Just quickly double check something. All right. I just quickly double checked a couple of things, but I think it's working now. Okay, good. Jamie, are you in the chat with us? Because otherwise I'll just first go towards Nicole and then I can just wait for you to pop in and then we continue with your reading. Have some slight delays. Let me just check if the thing is working. Yes, it is working. Okay, good. Right. I think I'm just gonna jump over to Joy's reading for now. Let me see. Joy, did you send me your question in PayPal or no? Okay. Could you send me the question in the chat? Then I'm gonna jump into your reading real quick. I'll just separate this for now because the energy is already active. So let's just pick up a different deck for Joy. This fits you better anyway. Oh, we got some in-betweeners over here. What is this all about? Interesting. There's a whole different deck inside of it, which is interesting. Let's just put those cards down. I don't know. Let's just take them in for now because I do not know how those ended up there. But there was something else hiding in there. Maybe that's the thing, you know? It's like, oh, Jamie, you are back. All right. I'm just going to quickly jump into Nicole's reading and then I'm gonna, head over to yours because I asked for you a couple times, but maybe there's some delay on my end or your end. I don't know. But I'm gonna do your reading after this one. So definitely stay tuned, okay? All right, Nicole, maybe that's a little bit the message as well. It's like you gotta take it with, sweet and salty sometimes, okay? So there's a lot of elements that you might like, and there are some elements that you wish that weren't a deal of it or weren't a part of it, but they are. But then you also get the good stuff. So it's a little bit of both is what I'm feeling instantly, because all of a sudden, like, you're like, yay, this deck. And then it's like, no, it's the original, okay? The Knight of Pentacles, Two of Wands. Yes, I think that that is just the main message when it comes to this. It has it's good and it has its bads, if you can put it in that way. So the let's just tune in and see what the advice around that is, because I think it is quite interesting. Okay, so there we go, the Chariot. You are definitely overcoming the challenges surrounding this. I feel like you may actually, yeah, I feel like you're actually, because you have the Eight of Cups and you have the Five of Cups, there's this feeling of you've invested, you know? And like you just said, like you moved to a new city for this job. So it's like if this job doesn't work out, like, I uprooted my roots and now I'm like here. And so with that also comes this high level of expectation. So there are some things that you might, like about it, but also it's a lot in one go. Okay, it's a lot in one go, because if you have to get settled to like a new work environment, but then also a whole new city, and that's not instantly going to feel like a glove, it's not instantly going to feel like, the perfect suited and, jacket, and you're like, it slides on, it's perfect, it's smoothed out. It takes time, and you definitely have enough, you know strength to lean and fall back on. You have like the elements are within you to make this into a success. But it's important you hold some grace with yourself, but also with the situation at hand. Meaning that you might need some time to get to know the new neighbors, and you might to develop some connections with the new people, in your job, and that by itself just needs a little bit of time. It needs a little bit of grace. Let's see, because you have the Chariot as well. Even though you might feel like this is the end all be all, or you have to like stay, it's like you always, in any point in time, if you have invested enough time and energy, and like, what, I'm going to switch this around or switch that around, the options will be open, you know? So that's something that they want me to remind you of, like at any point when you feel like, no, it's I need to like release myself of this, or I need to change that, you do and you can. you know, you're not stuck. Okay, that's just what I just wanted to say. Okay, here we go. Joy. There we go. We have the Seven of Cups and the Empress. Beautiful, beautiful energy. You know, like I said, understand you got a lot more up your sleeve. You know, and people in this new city basically might actually need some time to get used to your energy, and not all the people in the in the city. You know, you might have a lot of like-minded people, but I feel like it just needs some time for the understanding to come in, for you to get suited in this new job, and to create connections and memories and stuff like that, an emotional connection with it. But just as much as, like, you know, the people in your surrounding and in your block, and you know, like that. So understand that you don't have to show everything in one go. You also don't have to chase. Just because you're the one who like moves into a new city doesn't mean that you're out having to go out, you know, and about and like getting to know new people. There's a balance between it, like I said. So with the Empress energy, just stay close and true to yourself. That's like really important as well. Of course, be flexible and open to try new things, but just just stay close to yourself. And if you're grounded in like the beautiful Empress energy that you are, people will come towards you. Like I said, they will. Yeah, Ten of Swords. I really do feel like, you know, it is, let's say, 70% chance that if you make a move and if you change your job and your career and, you know, all of that, if you go into such a big life shift, that there, let's say for, I think for 80% of people, that will be elements where like, did I do the right thing? You know, should I like not have done this? Or like, it just doesn't feel it's not completely what I expected. I mean, I like it, this, but I don't know about that. And it's like just going about it and actually connecting to people that know you very, very well, you know, and talking about it and getting it out. Or maybe you're not completely honest about how you're really feeling, because you don't want to like worry people. So it's a little bit of an element here and there, but like I said, you will find your way. You will find your way. Ooh, Page of Wands. Yep, at the beginning. And there's also so much excitement around it at the same time. Like you can find out so many good new restaurants and places and people, you know. Yeah, Eight of Cups. Look at that. You see? And once again, you have a double up right now. I understand what you leave behind as well. You have emotional attachment to places and people and things in the other city where you know, came from. So, but understand that with every beginning, you gotta look at it like, I am beginning at the beginning of this journey. I just moved. I just started, you know. So hold yourself to that account, in a sense of that you don't need to feel this. You can't feel the same way as you felt like in the old, you know, situation, and as grounded and safe and secure in that. So it's the way you view it. Understand that at any point in time, and when you've tried and you feel like, no, I gave it my all and I really tried, I had some fun in here and there, but I know that the best for me right now is to like move back or move elsewhere. You can, but that's like at the Queen of Wands energy. This is like you're at the beginning. So embrace that. Embrace this stage in your journey. And focus on the things where you're moving towards. Focus on the possibilities that are, you know, in this new space. You bring you, okay? Like I said, you bring you to the table. Wherever you move, you bring you. You have a lot of qualities to make anything happen. But the most important one right now is the one with the understanding that you don't put too much pressure and expectations on yourself and you in at your work, you in your new space. It's a lot. Yeah, of course, but I think that's normal. I think, like I said, like the way you're feeling, I believe that 80% of the people will feel that way, either for a longer period of time or a very short period of time. Doesn't matter. I think that's supernatural. That's normal. It's humor. It's human. Okay? Human. Here we have the Five of Pentacles with the Queen of Swords and the Judgment. Yeah. So give yourself the space and time to feel however you're feeling. I guess that's a natural part of actually having the journey of the Eight of Cups. Natural, you know. But with that, also understand that you have the ability to gain strength again, because here's the Queen of Swords, you know, you have like the Five of Pentacles, you kind of feel a little lost, but you will find your grounding again. You know, we'll be talking in like 3-4 months and you're like, huh, you know, girl, like this great summer. You know, and that is very powerful by itself. So have grace with yourself on this journey. Understand that it's normal to have these feelings and these emotions, and try to have that be a reality, and it's okay. But then also something can coexist with that, with actually, well, you know what, I'm gonna do like an art class, or I'm gonna like go roller skating with this person I just got to know, or I'm going to check out this restaurant, I am going to like take myself out for dinner, I'm just gonna like challenge myself in that way and just get excited about it, you know. Yeah. And just, but then also it's fine that you have a night where you're like, oh, I miss my neighbor's cat, my old neighbor's cat, like, oh, you know, and it's like, oh, I miss this person or that situation, or I miss going to that restaurant. It's also okay. You can have those nights and then be the next day like do something nice for yourself in whatever way, shape, or form. You know, do things that make you laugh. That's very important, because you relax when you laugh. You know. See, Knight of Cups. Your heart is opening to the place, to the new people, to the new circumstances. So it's good. You will get there. Just, I think the only way to go through this transitioning, this transition period, maybe quicker or more at ease, is to understand that it's very normal to feel this way. And then you don't have to make rash decisions or in any way, shape, or form force yourself to feel different, or feel like you have to hide how you're really feeling, because people might say, well, you wanted this so badly, like, you know, like that. It's not, no. It's just being honest with yourself, and with that you get a little bit more grace, you know, with yourself and this journey. And like I said, you will have your heart opening up and becoming a part of this journey at one point, because you'll find your cup. You see here, she's on her way, and only thing she's doing is walking away from the cups she knows, from the emotional attachments and things that she knows. So she's on a journey, and here you've gained a cup. You know, here you gain the cup, and here you are continuing on this journey, but then with a cup. So you will gain more upon that journey again. I love that. I'm gonna get a Spirit Master says, teacher awakening. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. Beautiful. Like I said, you have something to bring to the table. Teacher awakenings. So just show those, you know, people in your new city how it's done, okay? You're an enrichment for the environment, okay? Don't worry too much about becoming part of certain cliques or things or whatever. No, you will individually, you will have like multiple individuals, like on a one-to-one basis, you know, connections. That is more important, because it's easier to stay closer to yourself. It doesn't mean you can have like work things or whatever with multiple people, but it's like, if you want to feel like connected with people, like a one-on-one connection would be good to develop a little bit more, you know. All right, I'm gonna stop now, because I can just definitely continue for another half an hour, but we have more readings to get to, and Jamie is waiting as well. But thank you so much for letting me read for you. I hope this was, you know, helpful and lighten up your energy a little bit. And, you know, please let me know how it's going. And also the things that you've tried out in your new city. Turn around. Okay. All right, Jamie. Well, thank you, Nicole. Thank you for letting me read for you, first and foremost, of course. Yes. Go make some new memories, Joy. And you can always send me an email because I, you know, love to, you know what you've been doing, what you've been getting up to. But you got this. You're going to feel a whole lot better in a couple months from now. You will gain that cup. All right. Yeah. Yes. Well, it's good. It's good that you invest your time and energy into like the work field first, and so you feel a little bit more comfortable there. And now it's time to have some fun. Go have some fun. All right, Jamie, I've already pulled a couple of cards for you earlier on and put them aside and I use different decks for Nicole's reading. So what I asked you earlier on when it comes to like this ring, is it something you like, are you wearing it, or are you like keeping it safe and separate? Because that's something that I just, you know, I don't know, I just felt guided to ask you that. And also, do you have like questions around it? I mean, are you questioning the energy of the diamonds, you know? That's just something that I wanted to like clarify before I got a little bit deeper into it. I'll just quickly drink something. All right. All right. I'm just going to tune in a little bit deeper because, yes, okay, it's coming in. Okay. So it's also like what I'm feeling around it because like this card of love energy shows up as well. I feel like it's something that is really like, you know, exciting for you, but also like it's a form of giving you like treating yourself and treating yourself on something special and something nice. So I am sensing like that energy is surrounding by it, you know? Yeah. Well, I can understand, you know, I'm really not, let's say, an expert in all of that, but I can understand that there's a lot of, you know, different options and things that goes into that. So, um, let's just see, because we have like a specific question you want me to like tune into. Yeah. I think like part of like the process was also the waiting. You know, it's a little bit against I'm feeling. What is that? Yeah, it's like you pouring it in your own cup. Definitely, you know? Yeah, the waiting. I do. Yeah, the waiting is gonna feel like, ah, finally, finally, because that's the thing. You might get a little bit the process by itself, but I think in there, there is most definitely a lesson in that as well. It's like anything good having takes time, takes effort, takes patience. And that's something that I'm feeling, because I also see like behind the scenes, like you kind of sometimes just want to like send like an email or something. I don't know, a phone call, like when does it come in? Like, just double checking and double this and double that. Because it's something as important for you, but like you're pouring into your own cup when it comes to that. So by itself, you're also learning how to like speak up for yourself and like tune in and all of that. Like I said, it's almost like a spiritual experience for you. Like you really are learning from this process, when that can definitely hide in so many different things in life. I find it very interesting. Let's see where it comes. What other messages wants to come through surrounding this? The Tower is here. Yeah, I see that. I see that. Um, interesting. Interesting. I'm sensing that there's also a little bit of a fear surrounding by that, because you're like, okay, I just want to have it. I just wanted to get it done. I just want to, because you go back and forth a little bit of like, okay, I'm like patient, or I'm allowing it to get to me. And then it's like, ugh, like it's taken forever, or like your intrusive thoughts take over just a little bit as well here and there. I'm just gotta be real. Which is super human as well, because sometimes like, is this like, is it good? Is it, you're questioning it here and there. So that I do see. But overall, I feel like this is something that it's sustainable. It's an investment. That's what I'm hearing. It's an investment. And investments come in different forms. But it's always good to invest into like diamonds and into gold and silver and things like that. Yep, 4 of Wands, you gotta be patient. You gotta lean into it. It arrives to you in divine timing. That's what I'm feeling. And then you think like, oh, it's gonna be here, and then it might be a little bit more delay once again. But it's okay, because it will come to you in divine timing. Just understand that the longer it takes, the better it gets. It's the way you look at it. The Lovers, the Empress. Yeah, you're letting it come to you. You're letting it come to you, instead of you going out there and getting it and just checking in again, and yeah, exactly. So you want quality, then the only thing you need is for it to just, it needs work. It needs a lot of care, patience, and energy. So all I'm saying is, don't allow yourself to like talk yourself out of it, or like out of the patience and out of the knowing that's gonna come to you. Just trust in that. Trust in your own abilities to make good decisions and to choose the right company. And of course, if there's something that you want to ask, and you can ask the questions, of course. But I think the more you like ease into like, okay, it's gonna come to me. Yeah, you ease into it. It's gonna come. It will come. Yeah, exactly. Because that's the thing with, for example, right? Personal readings. And if someone orders a personal reading with me, um, sometimes it takes longer than I want it to take. Because sometimes, the energy is just like, or it's like, my list is pretty full. So I have like a lot of readings to do. And whoever, comes to me first is first on the list. Sometimes I do switch one around depending on like the heaviness of the energy. But sometimes I'm like super ready to do the reading, but the energy isn't ready, you know? And so I have to like wait. And I hate that waiting, because I already feel like super responsible when I get it out to the people as quickly as I can. But then sometimes I just have to wait longer. And it always ends up being the best reading. It always ends up the one that I kind of have to wait for, like, it's the reading I can stand behind. And I've learned in the process that rushing is really not beneficial. Only for this part with ourselves, like we want to do it on time, you know, the time limit. But then again, it's in divine timing, and which is the best timing and the right timing, you know. I mean, there are many reasons why it may not be in position yet, and it's probably out of protection. So just take it easy, okay, with that. But it's a process, and you learn a lot from this process. Yeah, just know that every day it takes a little bit longer. It's only gonna get better, like a good wine, right? Or a certain cheese. It's like every day it takes longer. It's only gonna get better. Yes, just relax. Focus on something else. Let me see. I'm gonna pick up a message from this deck. It's a little bit too many cards. It's a lot of cards that want to come out. It says intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you're being guided. Happiness is your purpose. Transcendent. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. Love is yours. Recognize your divine words. Choose loving thought. So that is the thing. It's like the whole energy. You're surrounding yourself and you're putting into this diamond, right? Like the energy you send towards the customer service and things is the energy is gonna end up in your diamond. So you want that to be right. So send it love, send it patience, send it healing. You know, just a side note. That was just a side note. Makes it easier to deal with, right? All right, Jamie, thank you so much for letting me read for you. I hope that there was some messages in there that were helpful for you. And let me know when it's there. It's gonna come. All right, I think I am back. I hope I'm back. I'll just wait for you guys to come back in as well. Hope it's working. It's been... Let me see. Yes, all right. I put it in the charger, but apparently I didn't do it right. So while we're you know, on the live, my battery went way below the surface I like it to be. And there goes the card. But I'm back. It's right in the charger right now, so I'm ready to like move forward with Ravender's reading if Ravender, you know, gets into the live. But yes, Jamie, once again, like I said, like thank you so much for letting me read for you. I really appreciate that. So I hope all goes well, but be patient. All right, I'm just waiting for Ravener to jump back in. I'm just quickly gonna check whether it is still active or not. I'm gonna quickly check into PayPal, see if people are coming back into the chat. I hope so. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you for that. Well, I can definitely just continue reading for you for now because Ravender still needs to come in. So let's do that. Let me see. Review question. If you can let me know where you want me to tune in for. All right. Yes, if you could send me your question. Hmm. Interesting. Okay, let me tune in for that. I'm feeling propelled to ask you, what type of energy would you um wow, that's a long time. I knew it probably was quite long, but that long? Wow. What type of attention are you, you know, focused on getting from once it's here? You know, what it's drawing in for you? Or are you more focused on like what energy it's gonna bring to you, and therefore you're gonna attract because of it? Right, Ravender, are you also in the chat or not? Like, are you back? Okay. Well, first and foremost, the card comes in and says, stay open to the good and beautiful things. Magic mushroom, miracles, fairy energy, and opening up. So I'm sensing that this diamond, you know, um, it's like this diamond's probably going to energetically open things up for you as well. Not only the 3D, you know, like you wear something and people gonna look at it or have a certain opinion, or you're gonna feel away because you're wearing it. It's also the energy of the ring and, you know, the diamond itself. And I do feel that that is going to energetically do something for you, and I do want to tune in a little bit more towards that right now. Okay. Yeah, the 8 of Cups, you know. Here is the 444. Wow. See, the 8 of Cups is here. So I feel by itself, you know, because you've been waiting and this been on your mind for such a long time, like actually customizing it, thinking about it, having conversations about it, being in contact with the business owner, and like all of those things. Like it's a lot. Like mentally, it's a lot. So I definitely understand that it might throw you here and there for a loop, but I feel once it's there and once you are actually wearing it, I feel like there's this like this new the space that this might actually take up for you here and there, and thinking about it, and like I said, right, like being in contact and all of that, getting to actually getting it. And then there's this um there's this little phase of like where you where that space needs to clear out. So I'm gonna tune in to that. Let's see. It's 5 of Swords with the yeah, Page of Pentacles. You appreciate it. Appreciation is there, yeah. The appreciation is definitely there. Look, it's the Page of Pentacles. You gain something from this journey. This is a journey, you know, and this is a way of like how are you on this journey, and you are learning a lot from that, you know. Yeah. And here you have the Page of Pentacles. Look at that, because that's a beginning, right? It's a new beginning. And so you have like this diamond almost, like you see. And then you have the King of Cups. So you are overcoming something when it comes to like this 5 of Swords energy, is mentally, but also like emotionally, and the connection to it and everything. It's a journey. You grow with that. This diamond will stay for you for a long time because it is the pillar of a new beginning. And it taught you a lot, and it's teaching you a lot about emotional attachment to things, but not because of what it looks like, but because what it makes you, how it makes you feel, you know, and therefore it holds different value for you. So there's this deeper bond that you're building on, you know, your emotional attachment to something is becoming much more healthier, I feel. You know, it's not like I said, not necessarily only like what it looks like, it's about how it makes you feel, like that. Yeah, definitely making space for that. Once again, the temperance. Temperance shows up once again. Look at that and look how beautiful. It's the token of pouring into yourself. Just as much as you're willing to pour into other people, this is like pouring into yourself. And it's a token for that. You see? So it's something you did for yourself. You got for yourself. You listen to like, what do I like and all of that. So when it comes to like the spiritual connection to it, I like that a lot actually, what shows up. It's once again, it's the Knight of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Justice. Yeah, it's a balanced energy. Look at that, Seven of Swords in reverse with the Knight of Cups. So you have the Page of Cups and then you go into the Knight of Cups. So I'm really sensing that there's just so much more meaning behind it. Like I said, like we can really focus on the superficial energy, which is like, you know, what it, you know, the cost of whatever, like in any way, shape or form. It's not just about that. And like I said, once it arrives and you're wearing it and all of that, it brings about this frequency, and it sets something into motion. It has a lot to do with your heart, a lot more than actually the outside of it all. So I like this. I like this a lot. This is really about filling up your cups. This is not about only about the pentacles, or there's only sword energy. The sword energy seems to be much more constructive here. So I'm really sensing that you're bringing about a healthy balance in your life moving forward anyway. So you are learning how to speak more from a place of love, and you're opening up and you are expressing yourself. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. And I love the fact that you say feeling, because you're feeling what's in your cup, and therefore you're able to share those feelings, which is like also filling up your own cup. But the feeling is definitely like, you know, a message just by itself. It's feeling, connecting to something instead of wanting it and then therefore being connected to it. It's like feeling connection is solely different. And so I am sensing that you are also integrating into other areas of your life. It's just like I said, it's the beginning, and so it activates this journey once again. And it's about showing up for yourself in a new way, showing up for yourself. Yeah, it is. It's like it's the same way for example, you know, basically becoming a parent. Like, it's in the works. Some people, you know, they just all of a sudden, you know, become pregnant, or their partner become pregnant all of a sudden, without planning. But some couples have to plan 5 or 6 years, and they have to do all these things in order to even get to the point where then it's getting made, right? Then the 9 months start. So, and then you end up, you know, so it's because of the fact that the more time went into that, the more emotional connection and attachment and appreciation is for that in your life. The Chariot, yeah, I like that. I love that energy. So you're releasing yourself like this stagnation and a feeling of like a little bit of a power play. You're releasing yourself from that, and you grounding yourself much more like, okay, you know, I'm gonna do things to make me feel good. I'm gonna talk in the way that I want to be spoken to. I'm gonna invest and I put energy and love into that. So that is something I'm feeling, and it's just gonna be, it's gonna come back to you. It's about what you're sending out to it, and then what it comes back to you. And I feel like that is definitely connection to this for you. So I love that. All right. I hope that you know, made sense, Jamie, and that it was helpful for you. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Appreciate it a lot. All right. just well, that's good. I love that. I love that we were able to like connect in this way. I love that. All right, so Ravender, are you in the chat right now or not? Because we got like kicked out for a little bit, not because of YouTube, but because of my battery. But I was able to rejoin this live stream. Thank God. That's like a lot better. It's a lot of improvements on YouTube these days. So Ravender, if you are in the chat, yay, you are here. Awesome. All right, then we can tune into your reading because you are the last person I'm gonna read for tonight. So sorry you had to wait this long. All right. You did send me something over on PayPal. I saw. I'm just quickly gonna read that. All right. So there's a new connection on the horizon, Ravender. A little flirt never hurt nobody. Well, depends. you know. But let's see. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink. All right. Let's see. Let's tune in. What's the energy surrounding you and coming towards you from this connection? Okay, so you're letting me know that she's trying to figure you out and trying to find this like connection to you. But what is the connection towards you? Well, from you towards her as well. Queen of Swords. Okay, I think there's something in between. Look at that, the Fool, the Page, and the King of Wands. Of course. I'm sensing a difference in your energy, Ravender. It's almost like you went from this Queen of Swords energy, which is understandable, because you've had a journey so far, and this last year hasn't really energetically been an easy one for you when it comes to like having your heart wide open and stuff like that. So I do really understand that it takes some time, but this is just a natural state for you just as much. So you're really about like going with the flow. I'll see. I'm not gonna put any pressure on it, and I feel that brings about a lot of like flirtatious energy and just King of Wands energy. you know. So that by itself is like it's just passionate. It's just the motivation is the spark. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. That's the motivating energy at the moment in time. So let's just see. You're also not really completely ready to jump in. So a little bit of flirtations energy or getting to know someone or whatever is feeling a lot better. Look at this. We have a 10 of Cups energy. So let's see. Why is the 10 of Cups here? I really am sensing that this is all about, we don't need to go from 100, like a 0 to 100 real quick. I think that's the magic for you. Well, there's the magic for you at the moment. Like not going from a 0 to 100 real quick. Even though that is sort of the, you're very forward looking. So you can like literally like you get to know someone and you can like see each other like, in like 10 years from now, like your abilities are really go that far, and like your mind, which is a gift by itself, but sometimes it just works against you. But here we have the King of Wands, so it's like We can have these hopes, dreams, and aspirations and all of that. We can just be open for that. But we don't need to rush. And I feel like that is a really a good energy. The less you put pressure, the less you're rushing with this, the more it just naturally comes about. Because the natural, like I said, the magic is a little bit in like just having the full energy. Well, whatever happens, whatever happens. Like I'm just focused on spontaneous energy, laughing, doing some fun stuff, and things like that. That is the stuff that I'm picking up on for you. All right, here we go. We have the moon energy coming through. Exactly. How do we go about that energy? It's like the not knowing. How can we allow that not to sort of put us in like a, let's just quickly get to this because I need answers, instead of we're like, no, the kind of the mystery is like half the fun of it, you know? It's something that I'm feeling. Nine of Cups. Yep, that's half of the fun of it. You're filling up your own cup. You're filling up your own cup. There is something there, okay? There is something there. And like you said, she's trying to like lock eyes with you and stuff. So you know, there's something there. But what they're saying is that something is right here. Interests, you know? Non-committal, but just like, you know, interest into like getting to know each other, deepening that a little bit, or just having fun conversations, light-hearted energy. Not from like going once again 0 to 100. It's all about, hey, do we got something here or not? So we just explore that in the first place. So it's the foundation of all of this, you know. And it's a fun energy, and that's the reason why it's in your life right now, because of this full energy. You've attracted this thing to you're attracting from a different energy source. If you have the Queen of Wands and Swords energy, but I understand this. But you're moving into the full energy again, not like, you know, basically walking off a cliff. It's about, I'm just open for whatever. I don't want to force or over plan stuff. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, definitely. Making like no rash decisions, but following the bliss regardless, right? Following the bliss anyways. Following your cups. Page of Pentacles, yeah? Like I said, it has potential to go somewhere, but the key to that is the foundation, which is basically the flirtation and the spontaneity of it, and embracing of like, oh, we don't know, we'll see. The more you embrace that, the more you get to see from that other person. The less you are jumping on it, the more it reveals itself. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. 5 of Wands. Eight of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, 7 of Cups. Yeah, this is a mind. It's, like I said, it's not easy after the journey that you've been on when it comes to this, relationships and all of that. It's not really been an easy journey for you at all, even though you've learned a lot and you've gained a lot through it, of course. I'm just saying it's normal that mentally there's this loop happening the moment like you get to know somebody, and there's this instant reaction of your soul, mind, and body that is activated when that happens. Just as much, you know. But it also takes away a lot of power from you in this position. And the whole reason why you're attracting new things is because you are entering a new energy state, and they are just, you know, just as much letting you know, like, hey, just because we feel interested in someone, or just because we are like, you know, we feel the feels, okay, doesn't mean that we can not, you know, we don't have to. Okay, for example, we have like a fire, right? There's like a small fire, and you want to like put out the fire, and you use what a full bucket of water and some sand maybe, and you put out the fire. It's not big, but it's like, it's a fire, so you put it out. But there's multiple layers of that, right? We have here, over here, we have like a little candle light fire. Okay, it's candle, it's a candle. I will not, in order to get this out, I probably will not use a bucket of water, but it's fire nevertheless, right? Holds power, but I will approach it as the fire it is, meaning that we can feel this, but we don't need to necessarily jump on it like it's a, we don't need to run and get a bucket of water in order to, put it out. We can just approach it as, no, it's a candlelight. It's on, there's a spark, there is some fire there, but we can approach it as such, right? So that's, I'm not talking about, because now I'm talking about how to put the fire out. That's not necessarily what we want to do, but I'm just like, how do we approach it? How do we treat it, right? Yeah. So that's the main message, that it's a hiding behind it, because I want you to, it's a lot like, how can you navigate through these energies? And the energies will show itself for what it is. And once again, like I said, there is fire there. And you've attracted it because you're in a different energy source. You're coming from a different energy. Earth, Gaia. Be mindful of the planet, come back to Earth and stay grounded. That's the thing. They're also letting you know, trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. Your commitment to love has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. You are already loved unconditionally. And there will be someone that comes into your life that will embody that unconditional love that is already surrounding you, and will be able to, let you feel it, of something that is already there. Something like that is what I'm picking up on. But this whole, like, how do we approach the fire that it is, right? Candlelight versus like a small fire, campfire or something. That is the groundedness of it all. And come back to Earth with that. But it's not an easy energy for you to navigate, and I understand why. Not a lot of things make you feel like the way. All right, Reverend, I hope that was helpful for you. I hope so. Hope that, it was just more of like a reading for you than it was necessarily the other person. There was some in there, but, it is telling you something, and they wanted me to pick up on that. And you do have the 10 of Cups over here, so it is surrounding you. You are on your way. All right, those were the readings for tonight. I am definitely glad I was able to join, like, you guys were able to join me tonight. I'm glad I was able to go live. I've been having some difficulties with the Wi-Fi and connection and this like that. It's probably going to improve a lot by the end of next week. So then I probably will do more live streams again, because I've been really hesitant with that. Also, the uploading of the videos take like a day and a half or something like that sometimes. I will upload, by the way, the Pisces reading soon. That will be up soon. And then, yeah, then we just, go on to the next things that are coming. So just letting you know. But I will probably do a lot more live streams again after that whole connection thing is sorted out. Yeah. Oh, well, I love that. Thank you for sharing that with me, Ravender. Yes. That's the energy I was picking up on, that unconditional love that is already like, you are loved. Your commitment has been recognized as well. Understand that the commitment that you give every person and every connection, and how willingly you are to accept people as they come, which maybe hasn't always served you up until now in the 3D world, but it has, you have definitely collected so much over the years of like how you can actually embrace somebody exactly as they are. You will be embraced just as much, just, you know, who you are, and you're getting closer and closer to like who you want to be embraced as. And you're learning how to love yourself, and yeah, there is a lot of spiritual energy around you, and is from that place of rooted in like love and unconditional love, and learning how to have healthy boundaries and understand what love is and what it means for you, and what those 10 cups mean. But first and foremost, what are your 9 cups, you know? And I really do feel as well, it's like, you know, I spoke about that in an Aquarius reading for 2024. There's like this 9 of cups and 8 of swords energy in that reading. So I don't know if you've already tuned into that one, but it might have something for you. All right, sending you a big hug, and all of everyone, like all of everyone, listen, who are here and who are have been here tonight and who are watching this afterwards. Thank you so much. I really truly appreciate you guys so much, and yeah, I'm excited for this new year. I think we'll be able to make some good things happen. I have faith in it. I do. All right. Love you. Talk to you guys soon. Like I said, I'll do more live streams once the Wi-Fi and everything, the connection is a lot more stable, which is, you know, on its way. The solution is on its way. So I'll be back soon. Bye guys. Have a lovely Saturday and a lovely rest of your weekend. Mwah. Bye.